We've all heard stories of artists being sued over stealing someone else's lyrics or maybe sampling someone's beat without their permission. I mean, artists have even been threatened with lawsuits over just 3 musical notes. But let me tell you that lawsuits in the music industry get way weirder than that. Here are 5 of the weirdest lawsuits involving musicians. 2005 was a big year for Slipknot, with classic songs like Duality and Before I Forget entering the stratosphere. But this was also a big year for Burger King, as they gave us the chicken fries. Burger King's media campaign for these featured a fake band called Cock Rock. The members of this band wore masks that kind of looked like Slipknot's. Slipknot was pretty angry, so they sued the king himself. Here's a statement from their lawyer's letter to Burger King. It is obvious that the television advertising and website are designed to conjure up the image and persona of a live performance of Slipknot. But it sure wasn't that obvious to Burger King, since they actually sued Slipknot back, saying that Slipknot was a parody of other masked bands like Kiss, Insane Clown Posse, and many more. In an anticlimactic turn of events, both sides ended up dropping their cases, the ad campaign ran its course, and they all lived happily ever after. Aww. Once upon a time, Frank Sinatra's estate sued this hot dog stand called Frank's Sinatra, but the owner of the stand said the Sinatra estate was all wrong. Frank's is short for Frankfurters, aka hot dogs, and Sinatra means duck in Italian. Duh. Despite this explanation, the trademark office had one big question. Why would a hot dog stand be concerned with ducks? But the owner of the hot dog duck stand had another explanation. The word Sinatra also refers to the People's Republic of Sinatra, which he says was an independent island nation that is all about the hot dogs. He even supposedly had a badge of the country on the door of his truck. But this still didn't convince the trademark office. They said that the guy's explanation for naming his stand Frank's Sinatra was too obscure and didn't think consumers would understand the reference. So the Sinatras ended up winning, and the owner of Frank's Sinatra had to come up with a new name. The NFL once sued the artist behind Paper Planes for $16 million. When MIA performed at the Super Bowl halftime show in 2012, she flipped the bird at the camera. Since this was a live event, the league couldn't blur it out. So then they initially sued her for $1.5 million. But MIA's response to the lawsuit was to post a video of herself online giving the camera the middle finger again. So they added on another $15 million to the lawsuit. MIA talked about how ridiculous the terms of the NFL's lawsuit were in an interview with Huck magazine, saying, "The lawsuit was so ridiculous. It proposed that they would keep 100% of my earnings for the rest of my life if I ever earned more than $2 million. Jay-Z was actually her manager at the time and supposedly told her to agree to that. But MIA was like, no." And both sides ended up settling the lawsuit for an unknown amount of money. British composer Mike Batt made a song with the band The Planets called 1 Minute of Silence. You'll never guess what it sounds like. Yup, that's right, silence. Mike Batt was apparently sued over literally nothing. American composer John Cage had also released a song that's not just 1 minute of silence, but 4 minutes and 33 seconds of silence. This lawsuit got tons of press coverage at the time, but the best part is that since then, Mike Batt has admitted that this whole lawsuit was just one big prank. After the Planets album topped the classical charts, Cage's publishers actually did lodge a claim for royalties, but then Batt was like, you don't really have a claim, and then Cage's team was like, yeah, I guess we don't have a claim. So then Batt convinced Cage's team to use this opportunity for publicity. Yay! Yay! Bat even said that he'd give Cage's team a donation, but only if they took it on the steps of the high court so that it looked like this was a settlement out of court for the press. Talk about a publicity stunt, am I right, ladies? Before we move on to number 1, it would mean the world to me if you subscribe to Songpsych. It's totally free and you can unsubscribe at any time. But if you like this video, you'll want to stick around for more. So subscribe to our channel, please. Once upon a time, Justin Bieber was sued by an angry Oregon mom for over $9 million who claimed that his show was so loud that it caused her ear damage. The mom claimed that Bieber created a wave-like effect of screaming by pointing to various sections of the arena, then enticed the crowd into a frenzy of screams by continuously waving his arms in a quick and upward motion. She also says that this, quote, sound blast, unquote, resulted in her developing severe tinnitus, a condition that produces a ringing or whooshing sound in your ears. But the mom ended up eventually dropping the lawsuit because she didn't even have an attorney in the first place. And they all lived happily ever after, I guess. This is just a taste of the legal ridiculousness that musicians have faced in the past. And I'm sure the lawsuits are only gonna get weirder. Anyway, thanks for watching.